Hey, welcome back to the shop. Check this out. If you're looking for a pre-runner build from a guy that don't know what he's doing, here's your spot right here. Look, I got a 2006 Chevy Silverado. I bought this truck 3 years old in '09. It's an '06 with 80,000 miles on it. And this is my pre-runner project Silverado. It's been rear-ended 3 times, and that kind of like sparked the whole bumper got folded under. And to get rid of the dent, I just cut the dent out, and it did this awesome thing to the bed. And I said, you know what? As a kid, I always watched ESPN. Like Ivan Iron Man Stewart and that white and red Toyota with the yellow and orange in the middle, or Walker Evans, Chevy Thunder race team. I used to watch short course trucks, and they would come to the New Orleans Superdome. I'm just excited as all get out to get my truck back and have it look like a pre-runner. Thank y'all for watching. Let's get into let's go to the junkyard, get the fender, and then get into this video. Hey y'all, we're back at the wrecking yard to get the fiberglass fenders to fit on the front of the pre-runner project Silverado. And you go find a used one, kind of dented up because I don't need the skin, I need the backside. So let's go see what they got. Here it is, pretty much stripped. Don't need the outside skin. And it's all banged up right here. That's gonna work out perfect. All right, there it is. It's a little beat up, but all it needs is the inside anyway. It's gonna work perfect for what I'm trying to do with these fiberglass fenders. There it is. Got a little pick apart. So there it is. We're back from the junkyard, and I have purchased a dented Silverado fender, 20 bucks, you know, cash. This is what I'm basically going to do. There it is. There are my fiberglass fenders I bought from Roadrunner Fiberglass. Best price. They shipped them to the local Greyhound station in New Orleans, right across from where I live. 5 years later, I'm finally getting a chance to put them on. So I had that GMC fender, and I went and got another Chevy fender from the junkyard, and I basically just cut the skin off, and this thing, I just sat it there. I mean, what I'm telling you, it fits perfect. Roadrunner Fiberglass, check them out. They look, that door sits right in that groove. I mean, yeah, it's got a little dust on it, but I mean, that's just going to complete this pre-runner look. Had to go and get a hood latch. I'm going to hook it into the spring. I just about got the wiring done. This was my other issue. So when I stripped the front cap off my truck a few years back, I didn't need the gray fenders, and I thought I was going to go more full race than what I'm doing. The reality's got to set in, and you have to realize that this is going to be a daily. So it's going to be just like a pre-runner or the Reaper Chevy never made, or a Ram TRX, just not supercharged. I got nothing to put the fuse box and the computer or anything to on this side of the truck. I tried to run my wires kind of under the vacuum booster. Got to lengthen my water sensor, temperature sensor, and the connector for the back of the alternator. And once I do that, my wire is going to be kind of back behind the engine, a little cleaner, because I want to show off those awesome valve covers I bought. But I mean, I'm right here. I'm at the radiator support. I'm ready to drop the radiator and AC condenser. I got my AC lines in. We got the power steering cooler. I mean, I can't believe I was able to cut that box in there and get all that idler arm and swing arm to work. But this is a factory off of Master P's red GMC. It was kind of dented up. I swapped that out, and here we go. So I can put my water overflow, my coolant jug, and I can put the the factory air box goes here, but I got a better idea for that. So let's just get into it. My usual stop the yak and start the cutting. But I reached out to Roadrunner Fiberglass on their Facebook page and asked permission. They said, yeah, go ahead. So Roadrunner Fiberglass, and you can get just the bed side. I mean, look at this. Look, the side of that truck, the bed. Man, that fender is what's happening. I'm gonna have to end up ordering those bed sides, I believe, just to complete the look. Because I mean, I got the axle for it. You know, we built that. It's on 35 1050s, not 1250s. And the reason it's on 35s is because when that tire turns, there ain't a lot of room. And I'd have to move all the suspension forward a little bit, which might happen later. I'm still on the fence about it, but I need to get the truck going so I got something I can drive so I can list the Gangsta Burb for sale and buy the paint for our CSB project in the next 2 months, and hopefully I can make it to scraping with a silver RCSB project done and PreRunner project, you know, load it up on the trailer and bring them all out there. This is how I made that fiberglass fender fit on a stock Fender. Let's cut that thing off of there. So I'm gonna end up going through a couple of these little 4-inch cutoff wheels, but basically I just need to cut this skin off. So I'm gonna kind of trace underneath the fender, and then because I need the hinge to mount the hood to, I'm just gonna come right here and cut the top of the fender off. Just this little front piece is gonna come off, and then back here I'm gonna leave the part that screws to the truck and just cut right underneath it and straight across here. And that way I can keep this skeleton and then put my fiberglass shell over it. So it's the next day in this video, and I was unable to get anything started yesterday. So kind of like I was explaining, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut the skin off this frame, and then I'll have something to mount my fiberglass frame, fiberglass fender to. So with that split apart now, I'm going to trim this little piece off here and some little extra here so it can go straight up and down and line up a little better. And then this isn't going to matter, but I'm going to trim it straight just so I don't cut my hand on it. And leave all this up here, and I'll show you why. The fiberglass fender just clamshells right on top of it, and it kind of lines up at the bottom and the back lineup holes, and it just, the guys over at PreRunner did a hell of a job making them. So let me clean this up and I'll jump over to the truck. So this $20 Junkyard fender will give me a place to reinstall the switches for my electric fans and the fuse box and everything that I was trying to figure out what to do. I was originally just going to kind of race car it and do a piece of pipe from here to here and hang the fender on and make tabs. And you know what? This is just a hell of a lot easier to just take this, sit it where it has to go, which is on top of that and on top of that. And I can drop a couple bolts in it to make sure it doesn't fly off. And I got the back holes I can run bolts through to secure the fiberglass fender into. And I can straighten this up. To go like it needs to go. You know, solid with 2 bolts in it. And down here I can pop another bolt in to line that up. I love this transformation. This is just like the most instant awesome. They're so dusty from sitting in the back of my truck for the past 5 years. But these PreRunner fiberglass fenders, man, they're not sponsored, but some really good guys. I had ordered these during COVID, and they made them no problem. Shipped them to the Greyhound bus station in New Orleans across the lake from where I'm at, and Lake Pontchartrain. Just like the other side, it pushes in between where the metal fender goes and actually where the bolt goes through from the door forward. And I got a chip clip holding that side together, and this side, I'm just going to kind of pick it up and put a little vice grip on it. I mean, for the most part, it's on. I just got to make a couple little pieces like this right here. It has to screw to these holes on this fender support, which will bring this in. So I got to drill a hole and make a bracket. But the fat fender is on. Same thing over here. It needs to get pulled in some. But that's the look right there. I need to pull the bed sides out a little bit in the back. Man, that front. I love this. I'm building the Reaper Chevy never made, or a Chevy Raptor, because it's what I got. Work with what you got. Now I have a place to actually mount my fuse box. I can put it all in the inner fender well just like it's supposed to go. I'm going to relocate my battery to the back in the bed. I'm going to do the roll cage and all in the back, because I am mounting the 2 back tires vertically in the center of the bed. I just think that's the coolest thing ever. So I can finish my wiring. Now I have a fender to bolt everything to and route it how I'd like. Drop the radiator in, fill it up with fluids, and maybe next week I'll be able to start it up. But here it is. Drill a couple holes and it'll mount firm up. I got my hood. What is the other one at? So I don't have the bolt in for it. Y'all gotta see this. I made a short video of just that one fender when I popped it on. But like, look at that. I mean, it fits the tire. And I don't think this axle is as wide as the one I have on the back now. So it'll suck them in just a little bit, make it fit more like the front. Walking on bolts. When you can't find it, you just dump it out, you know? So I don't want to pull them back off, but I have my coils. I have the round coils. These aren't the coils that belong in there. I had to mount them a little lower on a tab. I'll show y'all later how it works, but they work. So the engine's wired. The only thing I have left to do is, this is where the wires go for the water temperature sensor. I'm just going to extend them a little bit because I'm trying to run the harness a little farther back under the brake booster so it doesn't come over the middle of the engine. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit. Power steering's all hooked up. Here's the power steering cooler. I was able to get that steering box in there, and I know it's a sloppier setup than the rack and pinion that was in it. However, it is way stronger. And the hood is over there on top of our CSB project, and we put the Mana hood, I guess, Mana Ray hood on Project Ball, and we're getting ready to paint this one and that one. Y'all just hang with me. You're gonna see some painted drop trucks for scraping the coast this year. Not with the paint roller actually sprayed, if we can get there in time. But man, I'm loving that. And like the way Roadrunner Fiberglass made these, I can't say Roadrunner Fiberglass enough. Like, I'm so appreciative of these guys making an affordable fiberglass fender. It's thick, it's durable, it's heavy duty, and all the body lines, just like that groove runs right into there perfectly. And the fender's sitting there, it's not even bolted on. It'll look way better once I square it up. But I'm kind of thinking like bottom of the door to top of the door, white, and then leave the middle gray, and maybe bottom of the fender at the same angle up back, and do the back black, and just kind of have it like a white, gray, black with some color in between. That PreRunner vibe. I'm in Southeast Louisiana. There's no sand here at all whatsoever, but I just love the look. I grew up watching the stuff on ESPN when they used to play automotive racing, Baja 1000, Mint 400, and stuff like that. It used to be televised, and I grew up watching the stuff, and I just love it, and need to make one look like it. And I follow this channel called Terra Crew, and they just build the awesomest. They're out there in Glamis and all the other places they go to, and it's just amazing. If y'all like PreRunner stuff, I highly recommend subscribe to Terra Crew and just check out all the stuff they got going on. I'm going to continue wiring this engine. Wiring is the most boring thing to watch somebody do. Don't know how to make it look interesting. Sarah and Tune can do it. I cannot, for obvious reasons. So that being said, I'm going to get back to wiring this truck, getting it ready to pop over. I just wanted to show you all the progress I was making on PreRunner Project Silverado. I got a ton of mess to clean up around here, but you know, a clean shop is not a workshop. Clean it up when you get done, you know what I mean? Them fat fenders, I wish I could really back off and show y'all. I just love the look of that. I got the fake locks because, you know, it's a street truck. I was going to go all tubular up here with everything and make it like a legit luxury PreRunner like they do racing the dunes, but I mean, reality's got to set in eventually. It is like a Ford Raptor. It's just a stock truck now with a 450 horsepower V8 and 456 gears, so it ain't gonna be no slouch. but it will have the fiberglass wide body fender kit. I'm going to pull the beds on the back. If I can't make them wide enough, I will order the bed sides from Roadrunner to match them if they still make them. Because like I said, I bought these 5 years ago. I have run on about enough. Thank y'all for watching Modified. I really appreciate it. I try to do a long upload every Friday. It's kind of not been every Friday recently because of the tediousness of the wiring I've been trying to do to get this truck together. This is really my hold up. I really appreciate y'all watching Modified. Try to catch me on Fridays. Try to do a long upload every Friday. We're gonna get back into some really cool stuff here shortly, and we're gonna get some trucks painted and go see some more car shows. So thank y'all again for watching. Catch y'all next week. Later.